So it has been quite some time. As you can maybe tell by this lovely visage and this heftiness, I have not lost the weight that I wanted to. Uh, now I'm just real bad at it. So I have been trying to work out more. That has been a continual process. I apologize for my dog in the background. I also finally moved to days. Things did change some at work. Not the exact things that I was expecting or necessarily hoping, but any change is a positive change. This one was certainly a positive change. My hair is fading a little bit. Um, I have an amazing hairstylist that I love getting all my bright colors from. So for some reason, it always makes me just feel a little bit perkier, a little bit preppier, happier to have crazy colors in my hair. As much as they might not be appreciated by everyone, I love pinks, purples, oranges, reds. I try to stick around the pink, purple, and orange because my niece said those are her favorite colors, and I know I at least have a fan whenever she sees my crazy colors when I have those in my hair. Um, but in general, we have been doing a lot around our house. We have tiled most of the interior of our house. We did a lot of work with the front of our house. We got that little, oh, over there, that stinker in September. It has been crazy having a puppy. It is much more of an undertaking than you might realize um, or even think about. And she sheds all the time and she destroys just about everything that she can. And in case you can't tell, she is very curious. Uh, our other dog and her do not walk well on walks, which has made walking a little bit more difficult. So, because of that, I either have to walk alone or have to take them on short walks by myself, which unfortunately has been, less motivating than you might want it to be because you want to take your dog or dogs with you. But if I tried to walk both of them, I probably would either not have arms or look a little bit like a slightly wilted Stretch Armstrong at the end of the walk. So, by the way, her name is Jules. She is very sweet. She's named after Julian Edelman, who is one of my husband's favorite football players. Arrête! And Anna, our other dog, is apparently named Anastasia, which we did not know when we got her. And we did not pick that name, but it's the one that she most often answers to, aside from Shmlana, but that one works too. Um, with that, in terms of the whole fitness journey, this whole pandemic has been crazy. I have been working a lot. For anybody out there that usually works two jobs or has money tight because of whatever kind of tight finances, you may know that if you have the opportunity to work overtime, you're going to work it. And unfortunately, I am very much a workaholic, so I have worked a ton of overtime this past year. And, in some ways it paid off in terms of allowing us to sod our front yard and finish tiling most of our house. But in other ways, it didn't work out because when I made that sacrifice to put, which unfortunately has led to me being right back in the same place. However, it's just delayed my ability to lose the weight that I want to lose to keep me from some of the fitness goals that I want to do. So even though I wanted to do a half marathon this year where I was run walking, I am still going to try and do a half marathon um, in November. I'll probably be walking most of it. Right now, I know I can do 4 to 5 miles, which is not even half of the 13.1 that a half marathon will be. Um, and then the friend that I will be doing it with, I'm hoping that she's excited about it with me. And then if she doesn't do it with me, then it's just going to be me listening to probably terrible dubstep just because it has a good cadence for a whole 13.1 miles. At least if she's with me, I maybe will skip some of that, but Teach Me How to Dougie unfortunately has an amazing cadence when it comes to running and keeping pace, and I just really would not want to listen to that all by myself for 13 miles because it sucks. Um, that being said, we do have some fitness goals that we've made together, and we will be doing, provided everything works out with the pandemic and all of that, we'll hopefully be doing a half marathon in the spring that we will run together, depending again on our fitness levels. But I'm very excited because we have a trip to Alaska coming up to visit a friend that I have not seen since 2018. And then I haven't, been living near for even longer than that since I think she moved up to Alaska in 2015. So we are very excited to see her. So my vacation is also going to be a little bit of a hiking boot camp because I've never really been hiking. And she's going to have us hiking in Alaska. And I'm excited. I know he's excited. Doesn't always look excited, but it's definitely something that I haven't done before, and I'm hoping will kind of kickstart me back because with the changes at work, I did get a little bit of a different position. I'm still on the phones, but the position that I will be in will have me, a lot more focused and in depth. So I'm hoping that that'll help me cut back on, snacking. Nobody really wants to mindless snack at their desk, but unfortunately, for a lot of people that either work on the phones or work in positions where they're tied to their computer, mindless snacking is just kind of one of those things that happens. So with this change that came with work, I'm hoping that that'll be better. I'm also, I don't know if you can tell with my teeth, they're slightly askew. I have had braces twice, and neither time was super fun. And I know this is a very long video, and thank you for sticking with me. But I'm hopefully going to be getting Invisalign because I did not wear my retainers. In case anybody out there is actually good and keeps wearing them, stick with it because otherwise your teeth start to separate and jag a little bit when they shouldn't. And so, also with Invisalign, you have to brush your teeth every time you eat, and you have to take out the retainers every time you eat. And so I'm hoping that between me getting this boost with the hiking, with us setting up the half marathon, and with me doing the Invisalign, that everything will kind of fall in line, and that it'll actually be one of those things where it's all meeting to be like, hey, put the fork down. In case you're a Family Guy fan, can't put down to the forka, love it. But so I'm trying to make some changes, some where it's conscious changes where I'm trying to do better for myself, and other ones where I'm putting myself in a situation where it allows me to make the changes that I want to make. Like if I snack less, that's great. But also if I put something in there, whether it's a job where I can't mindlessly snack because I need to be typing notes, or if it's a job where I need to, or if it's, having Invisalign where I can't eat without having to brush my teeth all the time, I'm sure that I'm going to be brushing a lot anyway because Lord knows I did not get to be my size by not liking to eat. Um, but at the same time, I'd like to slim it a little bit, get back to a nice level of fitness to where I can do the fun things with my family and my friends that I want to do instead of not being able to do much because I don't have the energy or I just, physically can't, which is the worst. So, I do want to thank you, everyone who's actually stuck with it and, has been waiting for an update. I know there's not many of you right now, and that is perfectly fine if I don't get a ton of people. But I know, especially my mom, who's always my number one fan. I think Jules would probably fight her for it, but she's not going to win. And I do want to thank her for continuing to be encouraging and continuing to ask about updates and if I am going to do more videos. And so this is me hopefully getting back to it. And hopefully we will have good things to come. I might not do any more videos until after my trip. I may take some while I'm up there. I know it's going to be gorgeous views, and I probably won't want to spend, a lot of time videoing, but I will try if I can and if there's good reception. Um, one of my eyebrows looks very scraggly, one of them looks gorgeous. Oh, it's rough to see yourself sometimes whenever you're actually watching a video of yourself. But I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that you have enjoyed my crazy, sometimes nonsensical ramblings. And hopefully, at some point, I might be able to encourage somebody else, because I will have gotten to a point where I can be proud of what I've accomplished. I am working there, and I can hear my dog snoring in the background. But I am working to get there, and thank you for joining me on my journey.